Good morning, class. Welcome to your very first day of Safari School, brought to you by me, Ranger Leah. So, over the next few weeks, we're going to go ahead and learn about animals that you've probably never heard of, all the way from Agoutis in A to Zebus in Z. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this safari. We're going to cover one letter a day, obviously starting with the letter A. Traditionally known for alligators, we're going to go ahead and step up our safari game by learning about animals that are unique, unusual, absolutely real, and in need of our protection. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's see. Obviously, I'm a ranger, not an official teacher, so we're going to go ahead and do our best to learn together on this. And as you can see, we're joined today by Timon and Pumbaa and my assistants, Jers the giraffe. So if there's ever anything that I am unable to cover, she probably has the answer. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below, and I will be sure to respond to them before the next class. So today we're going to cover A, tomorrow B, Wednesday C, Thursday D, and Friday we're going to cover animals starting with E. We'll have a little bit of a review and a quiz. So this is going to be a 5-week course, Monday through Friday, one letter a day. So I am thrilled that you could join us for virtual safari school. All right, let's get into it. Today is brought to us by the letter A. A is for agouti. Do you know what an agouti is? Can you say agouti? Very good. Agoutis are small little rodent thingies that live in Central America, as well as Northern and Central South America. So they live in the Amazon rainforest, as well as rainforest all along Central America. Fun fact, I saw one when I was in Costa Rica. So agoutis are in the rodent family, and they are related to guinea pigs and capybaras. Capybaras we will cover on Wednesday. They begin with a C. So agoutis are small hoofed rodents that are in a group of small hoofed rodents that include, what were they called? Charlatans? Those were cute things. We'll learn about them on Wednesday too. I went ahead and took a couple of notes because you can't always keep all that knowledge here in the noggin. So they are hoofed rodents, again. They're about 13 pounds, so about as big as a small cat or a large cat or a small dog. They run around the rainforest floor on little hooves. They're very quick, very difficult to see. And they are capable of leaping 6.5 feet vertically straight in the air. So if you startle an agouti, it's just going to go, boom! It's just going to jump right on up. So I got a lot of my research from myself, because I'm one smart cookie, but also Britannica Encyclopedia. So I'm going to go ahead and read something that they shared about the agoutis that I thought was really important to understand. So the agoutis, they bury nuts in the ground for times when food becomes scarce. And as a result, they are one of the most important species for dispersing the many species of tropical trees. So agoutis are nature's little tree planters. Boop, 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 boop. So without agoutis and birds and all these other animals like squirrels burying their nuts and burying their seeds in the ground, we wouldn't have beautiful forests. So animals are absolutely responsible for the health of our forests. And that's why it is so important to protect these animals. Agoutis are herbivores, but their meat is prized by indigenous population or by indigenous peoples, and so they are at risk of hunting. So again, that is really important that we protect these animals to the best of our ability so that we keep having healthy forests. They are typically solitary animals, and they give birth to about 2 young. That's cute. That's cute. So let's see. Let's go ahead and review agoutis before moving on to our next animal. So 1, it's a rodent. It lives in Central and South America. It is an insectivore, herbivore, and it's super responsible for planting rainforests. So the agouti is important. All right. As I talk about these animals, I encourage you to go ahead and Google what they look like because they're really neat. And so go ahead, be taking your notes just like you're in school. Go ahead and save that picture of the agouti so that when we do our review and when we do our quizzes, you'll have a nice little notes to look back on. So that was the agouti. Once again, can you say agouti? Very good. Okay. The next animal we're going to talk about is an Aoudad. I love Aoudads. I got to know a herd of Aoudads real well when I was an intern at a Texas safari park. They're pretty much a kind of wild mountain goat that lives in rocky mountainous areas in northern Africa. They're also called a Barbary sheep, but they're more related to goats than sheep. So if you don't know, now you know. Let's see. Both males and females have horns, but males are going to have much bigger, more pronounced horns. And that way they can do their head fights. Now, fun fact about Aoudads is that when they do headbutts, they don't get concussions like all those NFL players. You want to know why? They have a built-in cushion around their skull that's like a helmet. So it acts as a cushion so that when they butt heads, it's not going straight to their brain. It's hitting that cushion, sort of protecting them a little bit. I'm not saying Aoudad males are the smartest from all of their headbutts. I'm just saying they got some form of brain protection there. So they live in small herds, again, on rocky mountainsides, and they can go for 5 days without water. Whew, that's pretty cool. Man, that makes me thirsty just thinking about it. Let's go ahead and take a water break. Hydration is key. Remember, we're not Aoudads. All right, let's see. So Aoudads are vulnerable to extinction in their native ranges. However, there are more Aoudads living in the state of Texas on private hunting reserves than there are in the wild. So not only is Texas not where Aoudads belong, and that's because they compete for resources with other indigenous species, such as the bighorn sheep. So Aoudad belong in North Africa, not on hunting ranges in Texas. So again, Google a picture of an Aoudad. They're like these big, tan mountain goats. They're really cool, and they have funny looking eyes like most goats do. And when they have kids, their little babies, they're real cute. They're real cute. So Aoudad. And I will go ahead and post these animals because you're like, Leah, how do I spell these? I will go ahead and post them below. Aoudad. A-O-U-D-A-D. No, we will not have a spelling test. Actually, we might have a spelling test. Okay, and our third animal of the day is an Aardwolf. Not an aardvark, an Aardwolf. You might have heard about an aardvark, but have you heard about an aardwolf? No. Aardwolves are like mini hyenas that live in Africa. They are adorably cute. They're about the size of like a small medium dog, so like 16 to 25 pounds. They're a mammal. Again, they're an insectivorous carnivore, which means they eat meat as well as like insects. And their main meal, termites. They got a big sticky tongue to get those termites. So they're big termite munchers. They're native to, again, East and South Africa. And again, they're sort of like a little mini hyena. They're real cute. You should look them up. Aardwolf. A-A-R-D-W-O-L-F. Aard is actually an Afrikaans or a Dutch word for earth. So earth wolf is how that translates. And that's how we get the name Aardwolf. So they do forage alone, but they live in breeding pairs, and they give birth to about 2 to 3 adorable cubs. They use other burrows from other animals, like honey badgers and stuff. Make sure that no one's home before they move on in. So again, those are our 3 unusual animals that start with A that you've probably never heard of. So again, that's Agouti, Aoudad, and an Aardwolf. So again, I will go ahead I'll put links in the comment section as well as those animals, so you can go ahead, Google them, do some more research. I'm really excited for this course because I'm excited to introduce you to your new favorite animal that you didn't even know existed. So again, tomorrow will be brought to us by the letter B. But go ahead, leave your questions, comments, feedback in the comments below. Again, I really appreciate you joining me for a virtual safari school. I am thrilled to be your teacher today and for the next few weeks for this course. So have a beautiful day. Stay wild. Appreciate you, friends. Bye.